Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful origami lily. I think this looks great. These make great decorations if you wanted to leave them around the house or build a bouquet. This will be the slow tutorial. So in this tutorial I will be taking my time going through really slow, showing you every step how to make this. The idea is so that this is an easy to follow tutorial. Okay, let's get started. What we're going to do is you're going to start off with a square sheet of paper, and you will actually need two for this model, but I'm going to show you one piece and then show you how to put them together. I used regular, well in this case it was colored printer paper, so A4, and I just cut it into a square, but if you already have square paper, that's all you need. What you're going to do is you're going to fold these corner to corner. In this one I had the first fold already done. Then you will open this up, and then I'm going to go corner to corner the other way. And if you find that I go too fast still in this video, feel free to go ahead and pause it and you can resume it at will. Alright, so I'm going to go right to that corner, and I'm going to crease this down, and it should come right to the point. So now we have this X pattern in our paper. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip this over so that now we have mountain folds up. And then I'm going to fold the paper in half this way. I'm going to match up the corners. So we get a nice even edge. Then I will crease it down. And I'm going to open this up. I will rotate it, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side so that I get a cross pattern. So I'll fold that down. Line up the corners again and crease that down. Then I'm going to open this up. Alright, so now we have creases, we have mountain folds here on the corners, and then valley folds going across the paper. What we're going to do is we're going to put it together, lifting up the corners. Okay, just like so. So we're going to have all the corners come together. Then we're going to grab these corners, we're going to flatten this down. So we'll line up these corners, put this on the table. We'll start at this closed end and just reinforce all those down. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. I'll line up these corners again. Put this down from the closed end. I will crease that forward. Alright, so if we look at this, all these little points come together, they come to an end. And they come together nicely because we pinch the corners first and then fold it down. Okay, so at this point what we're going to do is we're going to, from the closed end, I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to fold it along the center. Alright, and one of the tricks I've learned is if you lift up this paper, you can fold right on that crease and get it just perfectly aligned. Okay, then we're going to do the same to this side. Only this time, what you got to do is just butt this right up against the other one. Go all the way down. So that this is our fold. See, we got a nice little triangle in here. Then we're going to flip this over, and we're going to do the same to this side. So I'm going to lift up this flap. I'm going to line those up, make sure that's right down the crease, and then fold it down. Okay. Now I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to fold this right along that edge, and then crease that down. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, split this, and we're going to do a reverse fold. So we're going to open this, and then we're going to push this side down, just like so. Gently all the way down till you get it nice down here. Then you can crease that. And really all you're doing here is you're just reversing the creases that are already there. And we will fold that flap back. And then we're going to do the same thing to this side. So we'll open this up. We'll separate this in here with a finger. We will push this side down. Make sure we got a good corner here. Then when we're happy with that, we will crease that. Then we will fold this paper back. We get a nice smooth diamond here. Now we're going to flip this over, and we're going to do the same thing to this side. So I'm going to lift this flap, open this pocket, push this down, work this corner so we get a nice good corner here. Then when we're happy with that, we will crease that up and then fold this flap back. Do the same to this side. We're going to open this with our finger, push that down, fix our corner, crease that down, and fold it back. Okay, so at this point what we have is we have a diamond, cut our little flops. What we're going to do is we're going to count 1 over, we're going to fold that, we're going to do the same to the other side, just flip 1 over this way. What we want is we want to end up with where the top parts of our flaps here are open. So where we had it, they weren't open. We had a solid diamond. If we go over one, they're open. And it doesn't matter which side, as long as they're separated up here, we're good. Alright, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this edge and I'm going to fold it along this edge here. So we're not going to worry about the center crease, but we're going to fold it right along the edge of this paper here. So I'm going to lift this first one, line that up. When I'm happy with that, I will crease that down. Then I'm going to do the same to this side. So I'll lift this, line that up with that paper, then I will crease that down. So you can see we have these folded right down, right along the edge of the paper. We're going to flip this over and we're going to do this again on this side. So I'll bend this top part, crease that down, take this side, and I will crease that down. Okay, so now we have those. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, with our finger, we're going to hold this down, and then we're going to lift this flap and the next one on both sides. So we're going to fold that one in and grab one more. Do the same to this side. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to fold these in. So we're going to take that paper, fold that right down. I'll do it again over here. Okay. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Take that edge, fold that down. Do it again over here. I'll do this one up higher so we can see this. Put that right on the edge. We'll fold that down. Okay. So we still have all these separated, but they're all folded down now. Alright, now comes the tricky part. What we're going to do is we're going to lift this, we're going to open this pocket, we're going to fold this piece down, and then we're going to fold this all the way down, working the center. Now these, you'll see, they don't all have to come to a point right here, and that's okay. We're going to fold it up, we're going to fold it down, because it's more important that we have a straight line across, because later on we're going to be tucking this in. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to flip this over. We're going to do it again. We're going to lift this, open this pocket, lay these down. Push that up. Fold that way, back down. Okay. Now we have both those sides, so we're going to open up in the center. So you're going to grab 2 flops on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to open that. We're going to do the same thing with these. So we're going to open this, open that pocket, fold these down. Flip it over and do it again here. So we're going to open this with those pockets. All right. So now we have these up. So now, remember when I said we're going to tuck these in? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab these 4. These are going to be our petals here. So we're going to grab these with a finger in between each one. Okay? We're going to pull, and you're going to see that's going to lift these sides. So I'm going to do one side at a time. So I'm going to pull those, and you can pinch that, and we can fold this in and all the way down. Okay, so it's going to undo. We're going to do some reverse folds in there, and we can close that. Rotate it, do the same thing. So we're going to grab those, pull them, tuck this down, and then close it. And you may have to work these because sometimes they'll bind on you. Then we're going to split this again, 2 petals, 2 petals. We're going to separate. And we're going to pull, pinch, push this down, rotate it. We're going to do the same thing to this side. Pull that, push that down. And help it along, and there you go. Alright, at this point, if you're caught up, we're going to do a rotate. We're going to do 1 flop over on both sides. So what we want is we want the smooth diamond side. We don't want any flops here. So smooth diamonds, both sides. Should have 4 flops on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the bottom end, so this is the closed side, the top side's open, these are the petals, and we're going to fold this along that center crease. So we're going to take that, fold that down. You can still lift this flop and do that, it's just a little harder when they're smaller like this. We're going to do all 4 sides. Just like that. So this is what it's going to look like. We will rotate it. We're going to do the same to this side. So we'll lift that. Crease that down. Do the same to this side. And now we have 2 of these. Now what we're going to do is we're going to need to split this. So we're going to go, we want the smooth diamond again, but we're going to have to push in here, grab these outer flops, or flaps rather. And sometimes you'll have to use your finger and kind of go up just to train the paper a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to grab these. Fold that in. Do the same with this side. And I know it's getting tougher to fold these when the paper is getting small and bunched up like this. So just go ahead and take your time. Make it right. You can always pause the video if I'm going too fast. Just like so. We will rotate that, and then we're going to do the last side. So we'll fold that. We'll fold this side. Alright, now that we're at this stage, what we're going to do is we're basically done with this flower. So you can kind of fold these around. You can retrain if you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a pin, and then we're going to grab each one of these petals here, and then we're just going to wrap it around the pin and just roll it all the way down, just like so. You'll only go about that far, and it'll stop you because that's where the paper binds. And when you let go, you'll have one curled. I'm going to do this to all 4 of them. Just curl them down all the way to the point. Now I'm curling down as far as it'll roll down, but that basically comes to about this point, right where the paper separates. Curl that down. Now curl that down. And then there we have our lily. Now at this point what you can do is you can mix and match whatever colors you want, and these will drop right in. Push those down. Whoop. Just push those down. And you'll see they'll fit right in real nice. And then just for a little extra, what I've done is I've taken a skewer that you use for cooking kebabs, and this one has a little point, and I just go right down the center, keep my hands out of the way, push that through, correct my petal, and there we have an origami lily. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click like and subscribe and share the video with all your friends. I'll see you next time.